Okay, let's try this again. So, this is a man who, you can see his channel there, Lake Point Church, who I find seems to know the Bible quite well and seems to know his stuff. However, I've seen a lot of people, and I disagree 100% on what they're saying in this video specifically, because he's talking about, in this one, he says, which takes the precedent? Is it your child, your wife, or your mom, right? Now, I personally disagree with what he's saying. He claims it's your wife, and he claims it's your wife based on one flesh. Now, you just give me 2 seconds here. So we go like this. So, in Genesis chapter 2, verse 24, it says, "Therefore a man shall leave his father and his mother and hold fast to his wife," right? "And they shall become one flesh," right? Okay. So, then you have, "So they are no longer two, but one flesh. What therefore God has joined together, let not man separate." Right? The Apostle Paul also references this in Ephesians 5:31, saying, linking it to the mystery of Christ and the church. Now, I think you're missing Matthew 19:5-6 and messing that up. And I think you're completely screwing up the other one. So you have a man who leaves his home, and it's speaking about the entire thing. It's saying, therefore a man shall leave his father and his mother, so you grow up and then you leave your home, and then you get a wife, and you hold fast to that wife. And then if you jump to Matthew, it says that no man, therefore God has joined together, let no man separate, right? So you're never supposed to divorce, according to Matthew 19:5-6, is what I'm reading out of that, right? At the moment, anyway. But you think about this. So you hold fast to your wife after leaving your mom and dad, and then immediately the next line is, "And they shall become one flesh." What do you think one flesh means out of two people? How does everybody miss this? Ever since I've heard the concept, it's your kid. Your kid is created out of both of you. Biologically, it's two different fleshes that become one, a physical being known as your child. And you're supposed to raise them and teach them and everything, so don't unjoin that. So, right? The Matthew concept is like Matthew 19 and verse 5-6. That's about never disowning your child. That's about always being your mother and father and taking care of your child that you two have created. And it's in the commandments, you're supposed to honor thy mother and father, right? Well, your mother and father are supposed to protect you. And they're supposed to never be separated from you, because God puts you together to create that one being. I mean, this isn't rocket science. This is verbatim, just basic logic. That's your child. Now, nothing against Buddy, because he's a really smart guy, and he seems to know his stuff, and I like him quite a bit, right? But he's wrong, because he claims you're supposed to put the one flesh above everyone else. And technically, yeah, your child does supersede, because they're the least, they're the most vulnerable. Not your wife. Your wife's not most vulnerable. Your wife is probably like a bear if anybody messes with that kid. She's worth her salt, she is, right? You think about that. And in my opinion, from what I've gathered from my life, it's more about who's in need of you at the moment. If your mom's hurting, you and your wife rush to help her. If your wife's hurting, then you rush with your other kin and other people that you love to help her, right? Or just you, if that's all you got. Or you all work together to protect your child. My grandparents protected me and taught me stuff, right? So I disagree with his discernment of this, despite the fact this man's very educated and knows his Bible and seems to be a pretty good guy from these videos. I don't think he's actually getting it, because I haven't seen anybody bring that up yet. One flesh is your kid. Yeah, mind blown, freaking whatever, right? But just the same. That's what it seems to be to me. Anyways, thanks for watching the video. Thanks for giving me your thoughts, right? Tell me what you think. Why do you think it's not? Because I can't be convinced. I will never be convinced that's not speaking of your child. So tell me what you think. Does it blow your mind? Did you already think this? Do you think something completely different? Have you got other Bible passages that tell me it's not the child? Because I really do think it's your child. Anyways, I love yous. Take care.